Welcome everybody to Forza Motorsport 7, and today we're taking a look at the 2009 Vauxhall Corsa VXR. Now this is part of the Corsa D generation, produced between 2006 and 2014. This version itself was launched in April 2007, and extras over the standard version include lightweight body panels, large front air intakes, a central triangular exhaust, larger wheel arches, front spoiler, rear spoiler, 17-inch alloys, and Recaro bucket seats. But the biggest difference with this version over the more mundane versions is the engine, as it has a 1.6 litre turbocharged inline-4 engine producing 189 horsepower and 192 pounds-feet of torque. Now granted, that is a significant downgrade in terms of power over the Astra VXR that we reviewed a few days ago, but crucially it's also significantly less in terms of weight because it is a smaller car. It weighs only 2,652 pounds, whereas the Astra weighed a significant 3,071 pounds. So yeah, significant weight reduction, and yeah, to be honest, I think this looks just as good as that Astra, while crucially having a far better interior as well. It's a nicer interior for sure. Not outstanding, but still nicer, and it's reasonably practical as well, as it's got a large boot, fold down rear seats, and yeah, it means you can get plenty in there. Now granted, it's probably not going to be quite as practical as the Astra because it is a smaller car, but in terms of, you know, driving it around in a town or a city, it's going to be easier to thread through, you know, traffic. It's going to be easier to park, and yeah, because it weighs less and has a smaller engine, it'll be more economical as well. But crucially, this is a hot hatchback, so yeah, it's not just about practicality or looks or the extras that you get over a standard version of a car, but it's also what it can do on a track. So let's get out there and see what it can do. Once again, we're at the Top Gear track for a couple of laps, and like with the Astra VXR, I will be quiet for the first part of the first lap, just so you can hear what this car sounds like. Now, this is a significant improvement over the Astra VXR in terms of handling and general performance. Despite the fact it is actually slower, I feel like this is a car that has more usable power more of the time, while also crucially lacking in understeer and torque steer. And yeah, even though it does have some body roll at times, and you know, it will have understeer if you are stupid about it, those are worthwhile compromises to have a car that is way more lively, way more enjoyable to drive, and yeah, crucially isn't going to be understeering into any corner that you come across. So yeah, that weight reduction and reduction in power really has improved handling that this car offers. Now granted, there are different chassis compared to one another, so yeah, this is inevitably going to be a car that has less weight going for it, but significantly that means that it's a better handling, better braking car overall. And even though it does have less power, it's not significantly down in terms of acceleration. 0 to 16, 6.718 seconds, 0 to 116.818 seconds, and it going to a top speed of 141 miles an hour. Now that top speed is down by about 11 miles an hour compared to the Astra, but how often are you ever going to get even to 140 miles an hour, never mind 150 miles an hour plus, so that doesn't really matter. Up to 100 time again doesn't significantly matter because yeah, it's nearly 2 seconds slower, but again, it's not often you're going to get above 100 miles an hour. Only on a track really is that going to come into play. 0 to 60 time though is down by more than 0.3 of a second, so that is a bit of a downer, but it's not a significant enough margin for me to really care, and I doubt most people would ever even notice, to be honest. It's not like it's 2-3 seconds slower. So yeah, it's still got plenty of usable power, plenty of usable torque, but not to the point where, you know, it's too much of power or torque to the point where it's not enjoyable to drive. Because the Astra was really rather annoying a lot of the time to drive, because it would be understeering into corners, you would be struggling to get the power down coming out of a corner. So yeah, that power was only ever really used fully on a straight, whereas everywhere else it was mostly being put to waste. So yeah, really enjoy this far more than the Astra. It's a more lively vehicle, it's a more playful vehicle, and crucially it's a more fun vehicle for more of the time, which a hot hatchback should be. So yeah, not only is it practical, good looking, got a decent interior, and yeah, decent amount of power, but it's also really rather fun to drive. So yeah, big improvement over the Astra VXR, which itself would get improved with the next generation, but yeah, this compared to that Astra that we've reviewed already, yeah, is far better overall. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.